you still imagine all the possibilities life could have? As I did? Or has fate made other choices for us? If we are to stray from our predetermined path, our salvation requires sacrifice. I experimented to find the words that would make you understand. Make you see what I see. But for you, the cost was always too great. Lifetimes passed before I realized, for me, you are too great a cost. Somewhere was another us that made the right choices. A better us, a better you. Not imprisoned by fate. I do not know what that version looks like. Us, perfected. But I will. Because though we've lost everything, I still dream of what we could be. And in one of the many iterations in which we have peace, I only want the one that is real. I will find our golden age. Our perfect future. Yours and mine. And if you cannot see why my methods are necessary, I have the tools to make you understand.
Did you receive the transmission from Maya Sundaresh? What did she mean when she said she'd find our golden age? As a golden age AI myself, I observe a negligible intersection between Maya's current behavior and the relative utopia of that time. There was peace. We turned our focus to the stars, but we weren't conquerors. We were explorers, scientists, adventurers. We reached into the unknown, not to control it, not because we were commanded to, but because we had hope. That feeling was a long time ago, but I'll never forget it. And I'm not getting any of that from Maya. Captain, I have overridden the Vex security around the scene of your last confrontation. The coordinates are standing by. If you find Maya, tell her I reject her entire premise, and then destroy her.
Guardian, the conductor has diverted the flow of radiolaria to the planet's core.
We know her goal. We must uncover her method. It seems a contingent of Shadow Legion has taken interest in Sandaresh's plans. To what end, and under whose command, we do not know. Outpace them. I can only speculate as to the Shadow Legion's motivations. We have seen allies sublimated into the Vex network. It takes great strength of will to maintain a distinct identity within it. The Echo grants that strength of will. We have seen it firsthand in the Conductor's presence.
And we've stopped Scion incursions into the Nessus Vex Collective before. The Shadow Legion wants the same thing we do.
Sandaresh is creating pluralities within the Vex minds, instigating individuality within her collective.
Until now, Each Vex collective was guided by one mind, acting in unison. Maya has turned a collective into a community.
It makes them unpredictable. Our tactics must change accordingly. This Vex mind is acting as a caretaker for the planet's core. An immune response to the Shadow Legion. Intriguing.
Ishtar buildings. Here. Are the Vex establishing facilities as reconstructions of Sundaresh's memories? Taking comfort in the familiar, and forcing the Vex to give her what she needs. Sounds like Maya.
Fidelity test. What did we name our daughter?
What? Maya?
What did we name our daughter?
Where are you? What's going on? Please? Maya!
What did we name our daughter?
Nisa.
Elaborate.
We debated names for weeks. Parthenogenic incubation was moving along fine in the lab. And the collapse. Everything happened so fast, we had to leave.
Answer. Latency beyond acceptable bounds. Degassing exomind.
No! Osiris, I read your reports from Neptune. That was Chioma Essie. What did Maya do?
She's searching for something. Using Chioma as a baseline to find our golden age among the simulations.
This is horrific.
I'm afraid this is just the beginning. Sundaresh has amassed a formidable Vex force. For now, we can only delay her plans.
Guardian, take this opportunity to strike.
Sundaresh is doing more than commanding the Vex. She's taking control of an entire collective and using Radiolaria to search the Vex simulation network. Our golden age, in her understanding, must exist within it.
And Chioma.
A means to an end. A way to measure reality. A heart weighed against a feather.
Could Maya find what she's looking for?
I don't know. That is not the question at the front of my mind. That question is only, what will happen if she does? Return to the helm, Guardian. I need time to think over what we found here.
Never trust anyone who tries to justify their actions for the greater good. There are hundreds of copies of Maya Sundaresh in the Vex simulation network. She knows that there's nothing we can learn from the Vex that would bring us closer to our golden age. Those times are behind us. We're here, and we have what we need. No. What Maya wants is control. And for now, she has exactly that. She has an agenda more personal than a golden age. She always does. You saw her experiments. She's iterating, using the Vex, using Chioma. We lost so much to the collapse. But this path won't lead us to anything but more loss. Guardian, work with Failsafe to get back inside Maya's facility in the center of Nessus. With more data, we can uncover her secrets and put an end to her search.
Okay, Captain. If we're going to bring any kind of fight to the Conductor, I'll need to reclaim some of my original Exodus Black tech. Oh wow, haven't seen that thing in a long time. I'll integrate it into my system, and then... Watch out, the Conductor! I'll be better at researching how to destroy you. Welcome to a small dislocated chunk of my body, the Exodus Black. Outside these doors, Vex horrors await your analysis. Prepping storage for your uploads, Captain. And for clips of any especially cool moves.
Why do you continue to fight against what would benefit you?
It's getting real rumbly below the surface again, Captain. You'll have to search out likely eruption spots.
Do my alterations to Nessus displease you so much? I would have thought you'd be bored of the same sights by now.
You have done well, Captain. Good job. I am proud of you. That is not sarcasm.
Sending new coordinates. I agree with Failsafe's assessment, but the Vex will not.
Harvesting Radiolaria Incubator. Ghost, this one's on you. Hey, Captain. Keep him alive. He's had it rough lately. Never say I do nothing for you, Captain. I am a born helper.
I taught my Vex to think, to make choices. Have you thought through how they would choose to respond to this?
Translation. Time to make a run for it. Preparing extraction point. Harvesting Radiolaria Incubator. Guardian secured.
Go analyze your scraps of data, and you will understand that I am doing this for humanity's sake. For what we've lost.
I lived through one golden age already. It didn't end great.
The generation of the Golden Age accepted failure. I do not.
Captain, I was able to access the memory cores of the exos you found. They were not pleasant. But they did have access codes and geological data about minerals. Not a thrilling read, but the descrambled codes might open up some doors. I'll send them to you.
Hello, Guardian. Failsafe asked that I take over briefing duties while she works on her research. We were speaking earlier. She had disengaged her filter, so she used her rain cloud voice. And she asked how it felt when I took the memories of the other saint. I told her it was like becoming more myself. That saint and me, we are the same. But there was one important difference. You, Guardian. The other saint, he died alone. But I met you after Osiris sent you to find me. You gave me hope in my darkest time. I fought to live up to your example. That is how I survived. And slowly I found I was no longer living for you. You were good to have around, do not misunderstand, but I was living for me. I told this to Failsafe, and she was quiet for a long time. Then she said she had to feed her frog, and I left. But I think it was a good talk.
Guardian, I bring an invitation. It's not too late to accept. Everything I do is for the sake of a second golden age. A return to what we have all lost. The Witness's failure showed that homogeny is fragile. Strength rises from individuality. It rejected the lesson of its own memory. Commander Takal's strength was their individual perspective. Their skill at directing an army. Not a hive mind. The echo of command and I were equally shapeless before we joined. It reformed my consciousness even as I made it into my mantle. Power joined to individual will. This is the key. Commander Takal lacked one, and the Witness lacked the other. I hold both. With the echo, I encouraged my Vex's individuality. I commanded your ally. With more application, could anything lie beyond my reach? I have the will and power to create a new golden age. I am no tyrant. The conductor listens to her chorus. Join it and be heard. I'm sure we'd both prefer you make that choice for yourself. But believe